means a lot. You know, I guess it shows the support that we get from our fan base and really ultimately from our administration in terms of starting with Tommy McClellan and Dr. Geis and all of our marketing people have done a great job really marketing this team and this program all year, trying to do their best to get seats in these stands and to elevate the enthusiasm level at games. Today was a microcosm of all that, and so we're very appreciative to our administration as much as anything else.
I know it's hard to live in the moment with just the long basketball season, but
yeah.
What does it mean to just sit down today and celebrate the fact that you guys have the season done?
You know, we're trying to do that, as you talked about, Ron. You know, we don't know who we play yet, and we have such a long time. This is, the longest break that we've had in a long time. So we're just trying to appreciate the accomplishment last night and today, and we get back to work tomorrow morning. We needed a day off anyway, emotionally more than anything. So we're trying to celebrate this team and honor these 4 seniors as much as anyone on this team right now.
Coach, yesterday whenever y'all were in Houston, I hear that Louisiana Tech fans outnumbered Rice fans. What's that feel like when you're on the road and that happens?
I don't know what the numbers were, but I know our fans were a factor. We could hear them during the game. There was a bunch of them, obviously, before the tip as we're running out for the last time for the starting lineup introductions. So just to know that, you have some of your fan base, some of your family, your Bulldog family sitting right there behind your bench. Just it makes you feel more comfortable, and then like it's happened 5 or 6 times on the road, especially this year. It seems like after that last buzzer and you go through the handshaking line, you really appreciate at that point how many were up there. I didn't realize again that we had that many Bulldog fans. It was really neat for those fans to come out for such a big game. It was neat that our guys went up and thanked them for coming, and for them to embrace again our team and our seniors the way they did was special. Last night was a special night for our team.
Coach, you finished 13-3 in conference play. All 3 of those losses are on your side of the bracket.
Yeah.
Did you realize that? What is it sweet? Would you like to get revenge on some of them?
Honestly, I hadn't even studied the bracket. I really had. I know the 2 teams that we potentially play. I know that to get to game 2, you have to win game 1, and that's all we're concerned with right now. We have 2 teams that are really good that we have to prepare for. That we get to prepare for. It'll be a big challenge, a big test, but a big opportunity at the same time.
And what will be the keys to just, this weekend, the next few days? I know you want rest, but you're still getting ready too.
Rest, focus, just like last week. Continuing to ride momentum, continuing to have our priorities in line as it relates to finishing the season as strong as possible, not letting distractions creep in. Either team that we'll play on Thursday will be a really good rebounding team, arguably the best 2 offensive rebounding teams in the league. So that simplifies it to a certain extent that we know whoever we play out of those 2, if we don't defend the glass really well, it won't give us a chance to have success.
You get the number 1 seed, there's a lot of moving parts. Did you honestly never look at the scenarios or tiebreakers or anything like that?
I honestly didn't. I would hear the staff talking on the bus or in the office. Kane McGuire a couple times gave me, I think this will happen or I think that'll happen. We were just more focused on beating Rice than anything. When we had a chance to win a share of a championship, 100% of our focus went there. And then, again, after we thanked the fans for coming to Houston, it wasn't 30 seconds later that a couple people approached me and said, it looks like we may be the 1 seed. We'll know here in about 15-20 minutes.
What was your reaction after that? I mean, that's first year in the conference to get that 1 seed.
My first reaction was a question. What does that mean? Who are we going to play? Who are we going to play? How do we prepare? Because it's such a wide open league. I mean, for instance, the 2 teams that we potentially play have beaten high major programs. I mean, have beaten really good teams. And then you have another 4 or 5 on top of those teams that I think have a real shot to win the tournament. It's going to be a wide open tournament, a lot of talent, really good coaches. It ought to be very exciting.
When you talk about that, and these are teams that aren't even going to double bye. They beat high majors in this conference.
Yeah.
Yet all the prognosticators say that this is a one-bid league. Is that ludicrous to you?
I don't know, because I can't argue with the numbers. At the end of the day, the NCAA committee is going to sit down and they study numbers, and they do a good job of what they do. You know, it's they have it pretty broken down into a science. So I hate to sit here and tell you that it's got to be a two-bid league. I guess it all depends on who wins and who loses. I do know this. I do know we have 5, 6, 7 teams in this league that can compete with most teams in the country. I do think it's a very strong league.